So today we're going to be measuring for new cushions. So on this side of the boat. So this is what we have. This is what came in the boat. And I actually think that they looked better when we bought the boat. This is just how they've aged, not well. And you can see that they don't really fit. Like, you can see there's a big gap here. So originally, what they did was we just took these out. There were buttons here, and there's supposed to be buttons here that snap in to hold this in place. This one has them. This back piece has them, but this is actually the only piece that fits appropriately. Anyway, doesn't even need them. And then you can see on the bottom, these are not. They just don't fit. There's big gaps. Big gap here. This sits back. There's a huge gap there. And then you can also, this is the worst one. You can see these don't fit. They don't stay. They pop out. So what we've done is we did some pattern making. So we used the Durascrim again. We used this in our other video for the binnacle cover. And we made, instead of 3 bottom cushions, which is what it comes with now, what it currently is, and 3 vertical cushions, we are going to do 5 bottom cushions and 5 matching on the back. So kind of small, these ones are going to be kind of just a small square cushions. The real critical ones are going to be these corner cushions like this, and then the wedge at the bottom. You can kind of see there what says number 4, that's going to be the bottom wedge cushion. So we just think that it'll fit better if we do it this way. So first step was to make patterns for everything, and that's what these are. So for example, this is the bottom cushion that goes in this corner.
Have a seam allowance on it or anything?
Nope. Nope, these are just the straight, they fit exactly to the bases here, and then when I pattern it onto the fabric, I will add whatever seam allowances I need to do. And we're also not going to be doing the piping like it comes with. We're going to do it like we did on the starboard side settee, which is in the video previous to this one. So we're just making some box cushions. So you have the plates front and back, and then the boxing that goes all the way around. And then I'll have a zipper. I might have a zipper in the boxing. I might have it in the plate. I don't know yet. Anyway, so the corners are difficult because they've got funky angles. So this is the pattern for the bottom cushion on this side. And then I'm going to make my boxing for the bottom cushion, for the vertical cushion, the bottom boxing, I'm just going to use this 3 inches like this around that. And that's going to be my bottom boxing piece. And then this is the top boxing piece, and they don't match. That's what's been so difficult trying to figure this out. You can see the angle is completely different. And then on top of that, we also have to make the side, which is what we're getting ready to do. We have to make the side piece, which is going to be angled somewhere, you know, that's like 2 inches, around 2 inches back. So that's going to be on the side here.
So to calculate the angle on the way the settee leans back, it leans all the way around 2 inches in the height of, it's about 25. Is it 25 or 27, something like that? It's 25 inches, 24 and a half. And with the square like this, just up in the corner, so there's no consistency to it. So it's an inch and, I got 1 3/4 right there. If you bring in a little more inboard or outboard, it's about 1.5 inches. If you come over to here, you end up with about 2 inches. So we're going to take an average of probably 1 3/4 and cut the pattern like that. Yeah, it's a little over 2 by the time you get to the top. So it just, we could go 2 on everything.
Oh my God, that looks way wider.
It's 2 1/8.
Okay.
Shit, it's almost 2 1/4. We're back down to 1 3/4.
Okay, so 2 1/4 seems to be the biggest.
Yeah, and then right here it's back to 2. It's 2 inches here. What did I say? These are going full height. Hey, so we had a little off-camera discussion and came up with the fact that I think for sailing purposes, these cushions tend to spill all over the place when we're heeling and tacking and everything. So, plus they don't fit right anyway. So the ones we're making are going to fit better. Plus we're going to make them so that they go full height, and then the butt cushion jams in and wedges them into place. Maybe it'll help keep them from spilling. I don't know. We're not upholstery people. We're not professional canvas makers, so we're just winging it. So that's our idea. All right. There you go.
All right, so I'm getting ready to cut foam. This is the 4-inch foam for the bottom cushions. And there's 5 different pieces. I'm going to do most of the cuts with the saw, and then we're going to do some of the curve cuts probably with a knife. See how that goes. Just the rough cuts down here, and then I'm going to take them to the boat and fine-tune them to make them fit a little better.
So we're fitting out these foams. Jenny got the cushions cut.
Roughly.
Rough cut with the big jigsaw thing, and we're just tuning them up a little bit. Setting them up here so that the way we're building everything is so that the back cushions will go behind.
And they're only 3 inches.
And they're only 3 inches. This is 4-inch thick foam. So just tuning up the edges, taking these, this is the actual pattern trace, and then Jenny roughed them out just to bring them to the boat. And trying a couple of hand cutting experiments with some of my, just see what we can do with a sharp knife.
That fits better for sure. I mean, that's
spot on.
Yeah.
How do you look on the matching the line to the forward side of it? That looks shit. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's good. These are 2 fillet knives that Rich uses for fishing. This is a bread knife. This is just a regular knife. And then this is a Cutco knife that we got from a fellow boater who passed away. His daughter made Cutco knives for everybody. It says "Make it fun," because that was kind of his motto. And that knife seems to work the best.
Make it fun.
Make it fun. We're having fun, right?
Yeah. It's always fun. All right. A couple more cushions to trim up, and then we can start stapling the batting on again.
That's better. Perfect. I'm glad you didn't take any off the inside.
Yeah, big time. Pretty good?
Yeah, I think so, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the big boy first. I decided to do this on the boat just to show how
Miserable working conditions
hard it would be to do this if you didn't have a space to do it. Like
the little sewing machine
or a
fiasco last
shed,
weekend.
like, yeah, well, that wasn't too bad, but like having a shed or a workspace, or like if you're out somewhere,
Studio apartment.
a picnic table, I don't know, it'd be a lot easier than working inside the boat.
We could literally take our mainsail and flake it out on your floor and fix it down at the studio.
I don't know if it's that big. Yeah. Let me get my staple.
this is everything quilted except for we ran out of quilting on this one.
Batting.
Batting.
Yep, so we gotta do that one. So you can see we kind of did it a little different. We decided to do the cushions short.
They actually fit better than this.
On the bottom, and then we're gonna have the back cushion actually goes all the way down. And hopefully we're thinking that will hold the cushions in place better. So anyway, you can see there's a gap here, but once the cushion behind it is in there, it will bring that forward and it will fill in the gap. There's just no pressure on it, so it kind of sits out a little bit. Anything else?
No.
Almost the cover for that made, and this one's cut out. I just need to sew it together. So we're almost done with the bottoms. But what I wanted to do was make sure they fit, because you can see, you know, we decided to go with the cushions going all the way down the back, as opposed to the backs going all the way across and these just sitting on top. So it looks like it's tight. It's a tight fit, but I think it'll be fine. And I'm going to make these pretty tight so that they'll be brought in a little bit more. So now what we have to do, these are the ones that we've just been dreading to do.
All right, so now we got to cut some wedges out of this thing and then glue them together so that they build the curve. So kind of like this, and then when you glue it all together, it maintains the curve so that the upholstery fabric doesn't bunch up. Or, well,